Well, it'd just be a bit of relief, I think, for Shade Afridi. They start this competition not in good form. They didn't make it to the finals of the Asia Cup. You want to get off to a good start, especially if you're the captain as well. That goes into the deep and just short. And for Afridi, 49 with the bat and a couple of wickets, just sets the tone early on for Pakistan.
Picking out the fielders at the moment, in search of boundaries. 61 for 3.
আজ ফেয়ার লাভলি চ্যালেঞ্জ করছে সারা পৃথিবীকে। দুবাই, সিঙ্গাপুর আর জাপানের কিছু বিখ্যাত ক্রিমকে চ্যালেঞ্জ করা যাক। মুখে এক পাশে ফেয়ার লাভলি এবং অন্য পাশে কিছু আন্তর্জাতিক ক্রিম। আর ফলাফল দুবাই, সিঙ্গাপুর এবং জাপানের ক্রিমের কাছে ফেয়ার লাভলি আনবিটেবল। ফেয়ার লাভলি সারা পৃথিবীকে চ্যালেঞ্জ।
রবি সুপারফাস্ট ইন্টারনেটে এখন খেলা দেখো তোমার মোবাইলে। খেলা দেখতে লগ ইন করো tv.robizone.mobi-তে। রবি
It's a wicket taker, that's for sure. Shahid Afridi, and now has 37 wickets in World T20s. And it's only Slinger Malinga who has more than him. That's 38. So they'll have the opportunity to get past in this tournament.
Well, the leg spinner from Shahid Afridi was the one that went to the fence. And then the very next delivery, come back to we nearly saw it again. Pushed through a little bit quicker. Might have been out the front of the hand, either that or the wrong one, for Googly. Googly's the one on the right here. Did not pick it at all, Shabir, and it went on with the arm and skidded on a little bit quicker as well.
Go for 4. No points. Straight enough, so gives the room outside the off stump. And Shakib puts it away.
It just went on with the angle, didn't it? That was the Googly right out the back of the hand. Shakib, that was just easy. Such a quick outfield here at Eden Gardens.
Same area again. This time, Ahmed Hafiz can get across and save a couple. They're comfortable, Pakistan. Run rate continually climbing. It's up to 13 now. Seam up delivered. 69 for 3.
It's crazy না, মেয়েরা যদি দিনের বেলায় কাজ করে আর শাইন করে তা অ্যালাউড, কিন্তু সে একই কাজ যদি মেয়েরা রাতে করে। রাতে বাইরে নো, নট অ্যালাউড। আর সাথে সে পুরনো ডায়লগ, ওকে কি বলবে? সানসান বিশ্বাস করে মেয়েরা শাইন করবে দিন থেকে রাত পর্যন্ত, তাই চুলও শাইন করবে ডে টু নাইট। 5টি ন্যাশনাল সমৃদ্ধ সানসান ব্ল্যাক শাইন চুলকে দেয় নন লাস্টিং শাইন। It's allowed to শাইন করো দিন থেকে রাত পর্যন্ত।
দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি বলতে আমরা বুঝি তীক্ষ্ণ শীর্ষের অনুভূতি। আউচ। আমি প্রতিদিন সেন্সোডাইন টুথপেস্ট ব্যবহারের পরামর্শ দিই, এটি দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি দূর করে। এখন ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি ম্যাক্স ভ্যানিস 50 গ্রাম প্যাকের সাথে পাচ্ছেন একটি আকর্ষণীয় ইয়ারফোন ফ্রি। আরএফএল ক্লাস D5, এতে সঠিক পরিমাণ রেজিন থাকায় 1000 ফুট গভীরের চাপ নিতেও সক্ষম। আরএফএল ক্লাস D5। শরীরে দুর্গন্ধ, শরীরে দুর্গন্ধের কারণ লুকিয়ে থাকা জীবাণু। নতুন লাইফ বয় লেমন ফ্রেশ 10টি রোগ সৃষ্টিকারী জীবাণু ও শরীরের দুর্গন্ধের মতো সমস্যা থেকে দেয় সুরক্ষা। নতুন লাইফ বয় লেমন ফ্রেশ।
That was in the left arm. spinner. Third spin used for Pakistan.
Whip to start. 4 wickets in the warm-up game here. What they seem to be able to do is cover a whole lot of bases, Pakistan, with regard to their bowling attack. Those 3 seamers are good, and Riaz and Irfan and Amir and Afridi. Just said he is such a wicket taker. Shot to catch it. It's taken. A little stumble it seemed, just as he ran in. Shardil completes the catch. Another one down.
Well, they look sharp tonight, don't they, Pakistan? Sometimes when they roll up to the ground, you never know exactly what you're going to get, but they're red hot today with the bat, with the ball, and in the field as well. Mawadala goes for 4, and Bangladesh 71 for 4.
আসরের বমগুলো সব নিয়ে আইতো তোর আব্বা এই সপ্তাহে আইবো না, কাজ কইরা গেছে।
এবার কোনো কথাই আর হারিয়ে যাবে না। গ্রামীণ ফোনে কোনো 30 টাকা রিচার্জ করে দিনরাত 24 ঘন্টা যে কোনো লোকাল নম্বরে কথা বলুন, 1 পয়সা প্রতি সেকেন্ড, সাথে আরো থাকছে 30 MB ইন্টারনেট ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
মনে করো এটা তোমার ত্বক যা উজ্জ্বল, কিন্তু এটা ঢেকে যেতে পারে ডার্ক এবং ড্যামেজড ত্বকের আড়ালে। ভ্যাসলিন হেলদি হোয়াইট শীত কি গ্রীষ্মে ত্বককে করে 4 গুণ বেশি উজ্জ্বল মুহূর্তেই, যা গায়ের ত্বককে ভেতর থেকে সুস্থ করতে সাহায্য করে। এটাই ভ্যাসলিনের ত্বক সুস্থ করার শক্তি।
100 বছরও কিচ্ছু হবে না।
ওয়াল স্ট্রিট পাইপ লাইফ যাবে, পাইপ যাবে না।
ডিজিটাল ওয়ার্ল্ডে লুকোনো যায় না কিছুই। ড্যান্ড্রাফ অবশ্যই না। নিউট্রিয়েন্ট জেনযুক্ত ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর করে, পুষ্টি যোগায় এবং স্ক্যাল্পকে নারিশ করে। ড্যান্ড্রাফ চিন্তা নেই, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ প্রুফ। I have nothing to hide.
ব্যাটম্যান ভার্সেস সুপারম্যানের সাথে তোমরা হয়ে ওঠো সুপার হিরোর মতোই দক্ষ। একটি অ্যাক্টিভিটি বুক পাচ্ছ সিলেক্টেড নেসলে সিরিয়ালের সাথে।
From Nestle.
So the order. Another look at the wicket. Looking for big shots when they feel that the offer's been presented. They've got to try and get it out the ground. That's what they seem to be doing. Doesn't get all of that at all. It's high on the bat. Doesn't make the boundary. In the end, it's a great effort to get to it by Shardil.
Well, they're not picking the gaps, that's the only thing with it. When you go for your big shots, you got to make sure you're getting somewhere in the gap, but that was right down his throat.
As the rate keeps climbing, Pakistan, yes, I said they're comfortable, but what they will be cognizant of is the fact that in this group, it's a tough group, and in order to come out of it, well, net run rate might come into it, so the bigger the margin of victory, the better for them.
Well, the net run rate can hurt any team. Have a look at India. They've got a negative 2.35 net run rate. They're going to do a lot of work in their next couple of games to get it up.
Yeah, and in light of that game, it makes that even more important for the side that wins here, and it's Pakistan, which it looks like it will be. Just the one. I want it to be a huge victory. 74 for 4.
সিনেমা তো নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড এসে গেছে। অ্যাকশন সিন স্টারম্যান নয়, হিরো নিজেই করে। আর মুখের অবস্থা এই। আর এর জন্য শুধু পানি নয়, ফেয়ার লরি ফেস ওয়াশ, এটা ধুলো আর পলিউশন টেনে নিয়ে দেয় ফেয়ারনেসের নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড। ব্র্যান্ডের নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড এসে গেছে। আজকাল অটোগ্রাফ না, সেলফি চাই। ফেয়ার লরি ফেয়ারনেস ফেস ওয়াশ।
Practice pitches. Yeah, every time it hit those practice pitches, you've got no chance. It's fast enough as it is the outfield. 4 more.
Well, it's a terrible delivery from Afridi. There was a running half track and he knows it as well. He just dragged it down. Came out actually like an off spinner. Bowls that off spinner now and again, but that was just awful. Shakir will be disappointed with that because that was another half track. He hit it straight to mid-off. There are plenty of room anyway.
It's a mix and match scenario here at the moment. It's just leggies and googlies and off spinners, some seam up. Hashtag ask question. Tweet at ICC and you can ask the winning captain a question. Tom Moody today. And then chatting to the captains.
It's a lot better with Freddie when he's bowling, he slows it down. Sometimes when he gets up there, maybe you could ask him that question. When you slow it down, he seemed to take a lot of wickets. Nice captain. But no, I've no doubt the batting would have given him confidence with his bowling. He pushed himself up the order, 49 from 19, 4 fours, 4 sixes for a Freddie, a couple of wickets. It's been the ideal start for him in Pakistan tonight.
It's just his situation. Big shout. No. Says Kettlebur. Just perhaps sliding down the leg side. 79 for 4.
সৌম্যের মতো নাহিদটাও ঝাঁপিয়ে পড়ে সবার আগে। ক্রিকেট মাঠের সেই আত্মবিশ্বাসে এখন তুমিও চলে ওঠো নতুন করে, কারণ নতুন রবি সংযোগে থাকছে মাত্র 9 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট, আরো আছে 29 টাকা স্ক্র্যাচ কার্ডে 112 টাকা সমমূল্যের ইউনিলিভার পণ্য। নতুন সংযোগ কিনতে সাথে নিয়ে আসুন জাতীয় পরিচয়পত্র আর 1 কপি পাসপোর্ট সাইজ ছবি। রবি।
নতুন অ্যালপেনলিবে ডাবলি রিচ কফি আর স্মুথ ক্রিমি ডাবল লেয়ার। অ্যালপেনলিবে ডাবলি, অ্যালপেনলিবে হৃদয়ের বাঁধনে বাঁধন। সর্বোচ্চ মানের ফুড গ্রেড প্লাস্টিক ওভার।
There, just sliding down the leg side. It was a leg spinner from Afridi, but he just pushed it out a little bit quicker. He seemed very disappointed. He's had a pretty good night. Richard Kettlebur saying, yeah, not tonight, Shahid. Just sliding down the leg side. That's about a shot in the gap and a much needed boundary for Bangladesh.
Yeah, he's a good player. He may not come across as a meaty striker, but he can be useful down the batting order. Pick up the legs so early and put it into the gap. Heady hitter when angling that part of the ground down the crease. This time was a squeeze past the infield. Couple of runs for Mushfiq. Shakib has been a little off color. 21 from 22. It's not that you can complain about his strike rate, but in present circumstances, yeah, I think there's a big question mark because even a strike rate of 100 cannot do the job for Bangladesh. They're gonna miss.
It's all about pressure, isn't it? His skill set's the same game to game. Fourth fantastic knock at the top of an innings. And all of a sudden, when there's a lot of runs to chase, pressure can just put you off slightly.
Hearing that the umpires have referred the case upstairs, but there was clearly the case of the gloves demolishing the stumps, and he didn't have the ball in his grab when the bails were broken. The first part of the story is pretty neat, clear. He's not overstepped it, but there it is, yeah. Ball nowhere near his grasp. And he's just broken the bails with his gloves. It's a not out. Partnership of 15 from 14. Pakistan have rolled well through their spinners. There's a wicket. Afridi has got two. Oh, quicker through the air. He's got that ball to come at an angle. Ahmad was neutralized in New Zealand quite recently by New Zealand hitters because he was just firing them in at one place. But in this bowling performance so far, he's tried to flight the ball. There's more to his bowling than just that flat angle. It's 87 for 4.
প্রতিদিন আপনি কতগুলো চুল হারান? কেউ বলে 50টা, কেউ 100টা। অনলাইনে খুঁজলে পাওয়া যায় 150 পর্যন্ত। ডাভ অন্যদের থেকে আলাদা। নিউট্রিলক অ্যাক্টিভ সমৃদ্ধ ডাভ ড্যামেজ চুলের গোড়া থেকে পুষ্টি যোগায় আর চুলকে রাখে আগা পর্যন্ত মজবুত। আয়নায় চুল পড়ার হিসেব রাখা। ডাভ হেয়ার ফল রেস্কিউ।
বিশ্বসেরা মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট নিউট্রাল 15টি কঠিন ধাপে তৈরি করছি দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি। সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার মেড ইন বাংলাদেশ, মেড ফর দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড। আমরা তৈরি করেছি দারুণ সব ডিজাইনের শাইন বাথরুম ফিটিংস। শাইন, পানির অপচয় প্রশ্নই ওঠে না।
It's a well-attended contest. A lot of people in. It's not exactly a house full, but about 30,000 people? Wahab Riaz is running in 1 for 6. Sorry, 1 over, none for 6.
Whenever Riaz comes on to bowl, or as mentioned in Australia, everyone mentions straight away that over he bowled against Shane Watson in the 2015 World Cup in Adelaide Oval. The highlights of that World Cup for me. That big ball, just pace, wasn't it? It was fantastic.
Yeah, great viewing. Great watching that over. Or that spell, in fact. Oh, that's a good one. Good Cherry, just shaping it away from his reach. Right then, who have we got as batting talent? Ali with a strike rate of 102. Murtaza, we know, can bash the ball. The cap 138.5, the strike rate. I think strike rates are going to be the key here for Bangladesh because they need to get 4 boundaries in every over till the very end. Required rate is jumped to almost 17. Down the track, where a miss. A couple of good deliveries. Mushfiq getting a little bit agitated and on the edge.
Ramesh, we're just talking off air. I can't remember another bowling attack that consistently had 3 left-arm quicks in it around the world. You know, I can think of Mitchell Johnson and Stark, but there wasn't anyone else in that mix consistently. It's a unique thing in cricket, isn't it?
Absolutely, and they're all different. Wahab is skinny. Irfan, we know, is extremely tall, so his delivery point is different to Riaz. It's another dot delivery. This is good bowling under pressure. Mohammad Amir, we know, has made great strides after his comeback, and he holds, you've got to call him the senior partner in this relationship with Irfan and Wahab. Look at Irfan is way over the rest, towering over Wahab and Amir.
He actually has quite a low delivery point too, so he had the normal sort of leap into his stride as most bowlers do. That those red dots would certainly be a lot higher as well.
Three quality left-arm paces. That's a short one. That's a magnificent strike. And gets it past the man at Sterling. Abdul's there trying to get around that one. He made a cracking shot, sound and well-constructed boundary.
It's usually the way, isn't it? Short statured batters, they love the short ball, probably because they get a lot of it in the nets, a lot of practice. Off the front foot too, if you don't mind.
He's been replaced now. Hafiz from that square leg field. He's been asked to come in the circle. Not the fleetest anymore, Hafiz, but made a very good innings today. Set up the podium, the platform for Pakistan to attack Bangladesh. Makes room once again. Just get around that angle through the offside. It's 93 for 4.
আমরা ভাবি আমাদের উজ্জ্বলতা সময়ের সাথে হারিয়ে যায়, যা এখনো আছে ত্বকের ডেড স্কিন সেলসের নিচে। পন্ডস হোয়াইট ম্যাজিক ফেস ওয়াশ ত্বকের ভেতরে গিয়ে ডেড সেলস দূর করে আর বের করে আনে নতুন হোয়াইট সেলস। এখন আমরা আবার ফিরে পেতে পারি আমাদের উজ্জ্বলতা। এই হলো পন্ডসের অধিকার।
কথা আর ইন্টারনেটের বেস্ট অফার শান্তি শুধুমাত্র এয়ারটেল নতুন প্রিপেড কানেকশনে। এয়ারটেল।
Pakistan at a similar stage were 121 for the loss of 2, Bangladesh of 109. Sorry, 93 for 4, needing 109, 36 balls. So that's the spread for Pakistan with the ball. Ahmed has got 2 overs left. He certainly bowled his last 2. Irfan has got 2 more. So out of the 6, 4 will be bowled by the 2 left armers, and then there's Wahab Riaz ready to follow. Afridi has bowled his 4. Imad has bowled 2, 1 for 13. So he's got options, Pakistani skipper. Beautifully done. That is one great shot from Shakib Al Hasan because he set himself so well early in the piece. Went back and just a flick over the infield.
He was hoping for just a little bit of a loosen up, just short of a length. Real control. Always nice to get that boundary first ball. Might set up a big over. Ramesh, who was the tallest bowler that you ever had to face?
Oh, clearly Joel Garner, just for one match, though. That was probably his last one-day game at Melbourne. It was 85-86. Oh, that's close, but not given by the umpire. Maybe a little bit of edge. Ian Gould there having a word with the striker Shakib Al Hasan, asking him to just cool it down a little. Was there a bit of a collision? Yeah, big inside edge. Looking at the umpire, big appeal from the 7-footer. It's not easy handling him down the ground, so you should be prepared for playing those dinky shots, the round the corner shots.
So did you change anything in your setup as a batter to face Joel Garner in comparison to the shorter statured guys?
I was always looking for a bit of extra bounce, so I was mostly on my toes even before he had come in and bowled. But hitting him down the ground was not easy. It was extremely tough. Because for these 7-footers, I think it is difficult to pick the length straight away. Because the drop is from about 11, 12 feet. Oh, leg cutter, slow in pace and beats Mushfiqi. He's not been that great through the offside so far. He's made a few, missed a few. It's been Afridi's game so far, 49 blistering runs in no time and then a couple of major strikes. And the body language has been positive and he has not made a mistake so far. He called it right at the toss, elected to bat first, which is a good move. Oh, another pair of miss, yeah. He is looking to hit him down the ground. There's been off up in the ring, but it's difficult to do that because he's varying the pace and he's getting the ball to jump also.
Oh, good variation too. Obviously, now he's got a bit of pace and he can use that height to his advantage. Also, his ability to roll his fingers across the seam, get a little bit of cut off this pitch as well.
So again, he's not been successful, and he's got to find a method really to at least get a single. Leave it to Shakib Al Hasan, who's on 26, and he's already hitting for a 4. So I think this is not clearly working for Bangladesh with Mushfiq on strike. Well, she also knows it. It's now getting a little tough. 20 and over required. It's another dot, so right over when it began looked very promising for Bangladesh. The end wasn't such a great one.
100% ভার্জিন রেজিনে তৈরি, তাই ঘুণ ধরে না, পানিতে নষ্ট হয় না, আবহাওয়ার সাথে পরিবর্তনশীল নয়, আর টেকে 30 বছরেরও বেশি সময়। লরেল ইউনিভার্সিটি সময়ের সেরা বিকল্প। এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এই ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা। দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি বলতে আমরা বুঝি তীক্ষ্ণ শীর্ষের অনুভূতি, আউচ। আমি প্রতিদিন সেন্সোডাইন টুথপেস্ট ব্যবহারের পরামর্শ দিই, এটি দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি দূর করে। মাটির 1200 ফুটের বেশি গভীর পর্যন্ত চাপ নিতে সক্ষম আনোয়ারের A1 বোরিং পাইপ, চাপের মা।
Away. Still got 6 wickets in hand. 104 from 30 balls. Certainly the ask.
Well, then no 100 required from just 30 balls. Around Amish, nice and full was Mohabiat.
This would have to be one of the better all-round performances that you've seen from Pakistan in recent times.
Yeah, absolutely. Batting has been the Achilles heel. They've not really contributed a lot. That's the reason of the fall from the number 1 post that they were there about 7 months back in T20 rankings. They've not been able to manage anything of substance with the bat up front. It's a single, a slice from Shakib. And today everything seemed to work. It was a big stage, and after being, they've taken that extra run. Throw from Irfan, but that setup was so beautifully done, and the body language was great. I think that was the real difference.
Do you think their poor performance at the Asian Cup was that it's just trying to work on a few things to get ready for a tournament like this?
Yeah, I think rotation of strike was a real issue during that Asia Cup, and then hitting the ball for a 4 or a 6. And I think Mel, that you need to have that power game at your disposal in T20 cricket. It's beautifully bowled by Wahab Riaz. Then the block hole, and Shakib not being able to get any width. And so today they were good in both these areas. They rotated the strike, they hit those big shots, and changed gear after being so below par in that Asia Cup on those tough pitches. They changed gear suddenly and bossed this game.
There certainly seems a freedom in the way in which they're playing the game tonight.
Mid-off comes into play, Shahid Afridi. Throws it back to Wahab Riaz. So obviously Shakib is looking for that big 4 or a 6 at this stage. It's not working.
It's amazing every time a major tournament comes around, though. It doesn't really matter what kind of form Pakistan's in. It's amazing the amount of times they get into a tournament and all of a sudden they'll either start really well like this, or the back end just come through some big wins to find themselves in the mix at finals time.
Slow delivery, finds the gap. That's beautifully done. He was waiting for the moment to arrive, and this time he smashed it, let the slow one well, and belted it past the inner ring.
That's right. Most importantly, didn't try and overhit it, particularly being the slower ball. Just see coming out the back of the hand there. Just waited for it beautifully. Opened that front leg to open up the offside play. Don't think he's too worried about it though.
Gets an edge, gets it to Irfan. He'll maintain the strike as well. And after 16, 105 for PB.
এখন সাজিদরাও দেখায় মাশরাফির মতো হার না মানা হাঁটুর জোর। ক্রিকেট মাঠের সেই আত্মবিশ্বাসে এখন তুমিও চলে ওঠো নতুন করে, কারণ নতুন রবি সংযোগে থাকছে মাত্র 9 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট, আরো আছে 29 টাকা স্ক্র্যাচ কার্ডে 112 টাকা সমমূল্যের ইউনিলিভার পণ্য। নতুন সংযোগ কিনতে সাথে নিয়ে আসুন জাতীয় পরিচয়পত্র আর 1 কপি পাসপোর্ট সাইজ ছবি। রবি।
He's got great fan following here, Shahid Afridi. Yeah, he's been a star over the years, Shahid Afridi, and they love him here in this part of the world. Mohammad Amir comes back and surprises the batsman with a shorter length. This is where he's so brilliant. He absolutely befuddles the batsman with a great variety. It wasn't a wide one, but Shakib was clearly a little bit confused what to do with it.
Well, it's certainly shown that he's got quite a few tricks in his repertoire. Short one, trying to get some part of the bat, but it has been a brilliant comeback for Mohammad Amir. The more you see him, the more you like him. He's just tested the batsman with pace, bounce, movement, seam movement.
Makes room, hits it in the air. This should be taken. Ahmed Shahzad, drops it. That wasn't such great catching from him. He had time really to get underneath that one. He's apologizing now, but he's a pretty decent fielder. This really should have been taken.
Absolutely, because he had ample time, because Shakib al Hasan hit that quite up in the air and had a lot of time to get underneath it. It didn't get underneath it, but it just pops out of his hands. So it's a bad misser for Ahmed Shahzad.
Yeah, I mean, his balance was completely off. Hitting the ground hard with his knees and losing the grip. 106 for 4. Bangladesh in need of some major strikes. Around the stumps. Creates a different angle. Gets hit over the infield. That's a majestic drive. That's more like it is. Missed quite a few in that area, but not against Mohammad Amir.
So what's good has happened for Bangladesh in this innings is both these batsmen, Mushfiq ur Rahim and Shakib al Hasan, has come good with the bat. It's a very good hit. He knew that the fielder was inside the circle on the arms and got the hit. Got the chance to free his arms. 39 partnership of 37 deliveries. Long way off from the target, but once you get the runs, you will get more confidence.
It's a slow one that's gone up in the air. Keeper should take it. This is unacceptable.
And you associate this
With Mohammad Amir, he's a clever cookie. He really is so smart as a strike force. Being hit down the ground, what he does, he changes the pace completely. And Mushfiq has perished for 18. It's 110 for 5.
আমরা তৈরি করেছি দারুণ সব ডিজাইনের শাইন বাথরুম ফিটিংস। শাইন, পানির অপচয় প্রশ্নই ওঠে না।
এখন পেট্রোল জ্যামিটারের সাথে সুপার টেনিস ক্লিপবোর্ড ফ্রি।
required rate is now almost touching 30. Right, in at number 7, Mithun Ali is marking his guard. Required rate is almost 30 now, 92 from 20 balls. He doesn't have enough time really to get settled into the act. He's got to go hard from ball number 1. Oh, beautifully done, nice and full, slight shape away from the right-hander. This is seriously good from Mohammad Ahmed. That's how Mohammad Ahmed picked up his second wicket. And they are in trouble, Bangladesh. It's also important to make sure that they score as many runs as possible. There might be a case of net run rate later on. So it's important that they back through till the 20th over. Slow ball. Gets picked for a single, but what a good comeback. 6 runs, including a wicket. Triple one for
কথা আর ইন্টারনেটের বেস্ট অফার শান্তি শুধুমাত্র এয়ারটেল নতুন প্রিপেড কানেকশনে এয়ারটেল।
আকর্ষণীয় নতুন সাজে পোলার আইসক্রিম। সর্বোচ্চ মানের ফুড গ্রেড প্লাস্টিক ও ভার্জিন মেটেরিয়াল দিয়ে তৈরি মাদার টাচ ব্যবহার করা যায় নিশ্চিন্তে।
Disappointed because last few matches that Bangladesh has played, especially in this format, they did very well. Played the final of the Asia Cup, beat Pakistan. They defeated Sri Lanka. So they were looking good in the qualifyings. They went in and got easy victories. A lot was expected from Bangladesh, but Pakistan really took it away from them in the first 10 overs or so. Wickets in hand and electrifying start, and then that blistering knock from Shahid Afridi did the trick. Irfan back into the attack. 3 overs for 18 runs. Ahmed has been outstanding, 2 for 18. Afridi it has been his day, 2 for 27.
Will be a team to beat if they can get runs on the board, because they've got a fabulous bowling attack. It has variety, it has quality. But the problem has been the runs on the board, and today that was solved. That matter was put to rest, because after getting to a 1, they were always going to be the favourites to win this one. Look at the quality up front. Amir, Irfan, and Wahab. 3 good left-arm paces. Couple of good spinners. That's ahead, and that's into the gap. That's well picked away. Picked off this match. Irfan can be a difficult customer when you're trying to hit him over Swedish people. It's beautifully done. He's been there for a while. He would that down weight. You would expect him if there was in the slot that he would clear his right leg and try to hit the gaps, and that's exactly what he has done. Hasn't been in good touch with the bat, but so far he's picked up 38. Certainly boost his confidence in the next couple of games. That's hit away for a run all along the ground. And credit to Pakistan, because on a good batting pitch, they've not allowed Bangladesh to match their batting skills. I mean, we're talking about 117 for 5 in the 18th over. And it's still a very good batting pitch, this. So they've not allowed Bangladesh to race away with a 150, 160 at this stage. So the bowling has been very impressive. It's in the air. Will this be taken? It's a good catch. Really to make delivery But Pakistan really will not be too pushed at this stage. Even if it's a low ball, they will not be sweating away. It's on the line, I think. It is on the line. So this could be a free hit instead of Pakistan rejoicing a ball of Bangladesh's scalp. Where is it landed? Yeah, I don't think he'll get the benefit of the doubt, or should he? I'm not too sure. Although my eyes are gone, you still don't read the paper with your glasses on, so your eyes are still very much in good form.
Yeah, when it touches the heel touching the crease, it looks like that is it's given. Yes, that's what the umpire has decided. So Mithun Ali departs. He's gone for two of Bangladesh. 117 for 6.
এখন ফেয়ার লাভলি ম্যাক্স ব্যালেন্স 50 গ্রাম প্যাকের সাথে পাচ্ছেন একটি আকর্ষণীয় ইয়ারফোন ফ্রি। আইসিসি ওয়ার্ল্ড 2020-2016 ওয়েস্ট ইন্ডিজ বনাম ইংল্যান্ড আজ রাত 8টায় সরাসরি সম্প্রচার মাছরাঙা টেলিভিশনে।
Then Mithun, the last man dismissed for 2, caught by Ahmed. Irfan, the bowler, and so wicket for Irfan, 3.4, 1 for 24. The captain is in. Strike rate of 138. Should he be batting? Oh, almost Castle it. Went over the stumps, turned him around. It was the off cutter from Irfan.
He's coming round the wicket to the right hand. Musharraf just going over top of that middle stump. Lovely delivery. Slower delivery. It was the high score pressure. It really put the top order in tremendous amount of pressure, knowing that 201 was always a big task.
Oh, that's high and just over the low. It's a massive strike down the ground from Musharraf Murtaza. The slipper is off the mark. With the sixes, 1, 2, 3 for 6.
সাবমার্সিবল পাম্প, ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল ওয়াটার সলিউশন, ইরিগেশন কিংবা যে কোনো বাসায় আরিফেল ওয়াটার পাম্প চলে ঝামেলাবিহীন বছরের পর বছর। তাই তো আরিফেল ওয়াটার পাম্প পানিই দেয়, টেনশন না।
ফ্রেশ পাওয়ার প্লে দুপুর 3টায় 17:37 এবং খেলা শেষে নিবেদন ফ্রেশ।
Riaz trying and Wayne, it's a little bit too much for him.
Balls left. Bangladesh left with a lot of work. 79 from 12. Mohammad Amir is running in to bowl his last over. 2 for 18. Gets picked off quite beautifully by Shakib. But Musharraf has got the muscle power. He's got the ability to hit sixes. Maybe he should promote himself up the batting order in a situation like this, where they needed 4s and 6s. Exposing the stumps and hitting it nice and straight.
Presenting the full face of the bat and getting full value of the shot from Musharraf. It's difficult to rotate or rather see him in the top order release because of the fact that the middle order is packed with Mushfiq, Shakib and Mahmudullah.
How cool is that? Once again, showing his class, and he read the field so well. knew exactly where the fielder was. Walker has been put away with a slanted angle. I think he could do a shot at Afridi. I was just talking in those terms when you don't have a lot of choices. When some of your major players are struggling to hit a 4 or 6, maybe it could be the tonic. It can just change things in favor of Bangladesh with strikes such as we've seen so far. 6 and a 4. Mashrafe is on 10. Irfan has been sent back now, and square leg comes into the ring. Dancing in the crease, trying to create a different angle. One leg was up in the ring. A rising delivery, could control it. And initially, I think Mohammad Amir lost it in the backdrop of the light towers, but then he had the presence of mind really to steady himself into the good deep match.
Bangladesh will look back and have a discussion back in the dressing room what went wrong, especially with the bowlers. I thought the bowlers were very good in the recent past. Heat Street there in the middle, the bowling coach, David also the fielding coach, and to the right of the screen is Rawan Kalpage, spin bowling coach. So it's important that what went wrong and they don't repeat the mistakes. It's a wide delivery from Mohammad Amir. But it's the bowling which has been very impressive, especially in the just concluded Asia Cup in Bangladesh. Yes, the pitches were good, conducive for seamers, and the bowler days where it made life difficult for the batsman, coming in a different pitch altogether, where the pitch has been very good for batting throughout. But they lost too many wickets and gave away too many runs in first up.
Well, whatever he was trying to do obviously didn't work. It looked just a little bit ungainly, Shakib. I think they'll have to rediscover the bowling strength on these batting strips there in India. During the World Cup, you'll find many services which are quite similar to this one here at the Eden Gardens. So if you do not really fall back on variations and do not look to spin the ball, you could be sort of neutralized as a bowling unit. So Bangladesh must go back and think it over, because we didn't see any variations at all from the bowlers today. Irfan will get across 2 runs to the striker. Shakib 143, and with 6 balls to come, Bangladesh need 68 to win.
আমরা বিশ্বের মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ 15টি কঠিনভাবে তৈরি করছি দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার, মেড ইন বাংলাদেশ, মেড ফর দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড। আইসিসি উইমেন্স ওয়ার্ল্ড 2020-2016 বাংলাদেশ বনাম ইংল্যান্ড আগামীকাল বিকাল 4টায় সরাসরি সম্প্রচার মাঝে টেলিভিশন।
They have 3 more matches to play. As you mentioned, they will come across pitches that will be good for batting. So the batting needs to come good. And I would not be surprised if in the next year the batting does come good, because we've seen the talent, we've seen the temperament, and we've seen the potential from the top order. We'd show that they get it to initially get a good start, get set, and then they carry on, play a few big shots later in the innings. But that has not happened in this match. It has been tough, really tough workout for the bowlers and the batters.
That's the smash. That really is well managed. That is Vidal, and he's absolutely nailed it. Mushraf Murtaza has drilled one so strongly down the ground. It's unbelievable, really. That ball hit the wings in no time. Oh, big shot. Terrific. It powerfully hit. Just one bounce to the fence. Yeah, he smoked it. Absolutely. But I think there's a sure case of having him promoted up the batting order. He's at 14 from just 6 balls, and there's natural talent when it comes to hitting the ball. When you see his hitting chart or hitting spread.
Well, it's certainly showing to his teammates, but if you're willing to pick up the right balls to hit, you can come up good.
It's great needless from Shahid Afridi and throwing at the bowler's end. Very focused Shahid Afridi. They need 63 from 4 balls. He can just relax a little bit. Right, Shakib. Will he get to his 50 on 43? It's a smash down the ground. It's a 6 on 49. It's a massive blow down the ground. He's very good in that area. Anywhere around long on, just well left. That's his area of strength.
Meters. Lovely touch from Shakib Al Hasan. Didn't bother to run. Great piece of timing. A lovely shot picking up a 6. 49.
Jabs it down. He takes a single. He gets his 50. I think huge in celebrations because the team may not have won this contest, but from a personal point of view, it's been a good innings because he needed this kind of a knock to get him going at this level of the tournament. We're talking about World Cup, and they need Shakib to be firing as a striker.
And 6 20 international 50, and it's come in good time just before he delivers 125 with the strike rate. And he's the top all-rounder.
So last ball of the innings, Bangladesh would come from the bright areas, bright spots in this contest. Shakib's performance and Mushraf's promise as a striker. Mahmudullah perished earlier. In fact, he could have been the real difference in the middle order. If he just continued for a little while longer, Bangladesh would have stretched this game. It's a Yorker, not a wide. So Pakistan win this. They win this by 55 runs. A job well done. They were outstanding with the bat. Shahid Afridi's gave this. 49 in no time, I think, of just 16 balls. And then getting 2 wickets. 49 on 19 balls. And they always had the firepower with the ball to knock over Bangladesh. They do this in style with a wide margin of 55 runs.
A comprehensive win for Pakistan. Once the batters put on the huge should left 4-1. Bangladesh never looked back. Make such a big effort. No real contribution from the top order. That was the problem. But all credit to Pakistan. First scoring a 201 and then restricting Bangladesh for 146%. Yes, Shakib Al Hasan did manage to pick up a 15 in losing cause, which is good to see for Bangladesh because he comes back in some kind of form. But Shahid Afridi, what a day for him. Captain leading from the front, 2 wickets, and that quick fire, 49, ensuring that Pakistan picks up the 2 vital points. And win at a big margin of 55 runs.
Yeah, it's a very fine victory by Pakistan, a comprehensive one, a clinical one. Bangladesh just couldn't recover from a shaky start. Somu getting a knot, and then Shabir promising so much, and then faltering after playing a good hand of 25. Tamim looked good also for his 24, but they needed runs and at pace, and they just couldn't deliver that because the target was an extremely stiff one. What about Pakistan bowling? It was first class, especially from Amir. 2 for 27. He bowled the channel, 12 dots, maintained pressure on the batsman Irfan. 1 for 30. His tall is different to Amir, and Wahab Riaz is slippery. None for 31 for Wahab. Is just a touch expensive. Afridi runs with the bat and wickets with the ball. 2 for 27. Malik was used for 2, and Imad bowled 2 overs, 1 for 30. Right then, this means that the net run rate is up because it's a handsome margin that they won this game with. 55 run difference between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Shakib has got a 50 in this contest. That'll help him to develop something more on consistent basis with the bat. Shabir is a great find at number 3. You got a good 25. Tamim can always be dangerous. Mushfiq 18. I'm not too sure whether they need to fit him at that position, or maybe Mushraf Murtaza need to promote himself up the batting order in place of Mushfiq. But overall, Pakistan would be very, very pleased with the end result. Right then, let's get to the round 4, and it's Tom Moody with Shahid Afridi.
Yes, I have the player of the match with me, Shahid Afridi. Shahid, you must be thrilled to be reaching top form personally.
Oh, obviously, as I always say that my performance is always play a key role, and I was very hungry to perform from last 2-3 series. I didn't perform well, but I was very focused. I know how important this event for me, for my country.
And I noticed you promoted yourself in the order. Is that something that you took upon yourself as the captain of the side, or was it a discussion with the coach as well?
Yeah, obviously, it's a big event, and I think I should take responsibility as a captain, as a senior player. I have to set some example as well. So I think I already talked about my batting order with my coach as well, and he was happy as well. And I think I love to give a chance to my batsmen as well, but sometimes you need some extra effort, especially in this type of big events.
Well, congratulations on your performance. I'll ask you to collect your award from Mr. Jimmy Chan, who is the CEO of West Bengal Oppo India.
Yeah, great performance by Shahid Afridi. Runs and wickets for Pakistani skipper. And they won this by 55 runs. And so they lead the Group 2 stage at this stage. In fact, they played 1-1-1. New Zealand beat India. And so top 2 teams will qualify for the semi-finals. Super 10 Group 2 is being led by Pakistan after this win. Just too good for Bangladesh in this game, Pakistan. And will they win this by 55 runs? We'll take a little pause here and come back with the captain's chat.
Oppo camera phone.
আকর্ষণীয় নতুন সাজে পোলার আইসক্রিম। ফ্রুটের নেশা উঠলে যেন সবই লাগে সুখময়, সময় সময় হয়ে যায়
ভাবনা থেকে ভালো কাজের সঙ্গে অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্র্যান্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
ফ্রেঞ্চ রোজের ভুবনে যত্নে বাছাই করা প্রতিটি রোজের অনন্য নির্যাসে লাক্স অফ টাচ, সেরা লাক্স পারফিউম, প্রতিদিন সুরভিত আকর্ষণীয় ত্বকের জন্য। ব্যাস একটুখানি লাক্স, নতুন লাক্স।
আজ ফেয়ার লাভলি চ্যালেঞ্জ করছে সারা পৃথিবীকে। দুবাই, সিঙ্গাপুর আর জাপানের কিছু বিখ্যাত ক্রিমকে চ্যালেঞ্জ করা যাক মুখে এক পাশে ফেয়ার লাভলি এবং অন্য পাশে কিছু আন্তর্জাতিক ক্রিম। আর ফলাফল দুবাই, সিঙ্গাপুর এবং জাপানের ক্রিমের কাছে ফেয়ার লাভলি আনবিটেবল। ফেয়ার লাভলি সারা পৃথিবীকে চ্যালেঞ্জ।
সিনেমা তো নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড এসে গেছে। অ্যাকশন সিন স্টারম্যান নয়, হিরো নিজেই করে। আর মুখের অবস্থা এই। আর এর জন্য শুধু পানি নয়, ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি ফেস ওয়াশ, এটা ধুলো আর পলিউশন টেনে নিয়ে দেয় ফেয়ারনেসের নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড। ব্র্যান্ডের নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড এসে গেছে। আজকাল অটোগ্রাফ না, সেলফি চাই। ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি ফেয়ারনেস ফেস ওয়াশ। এখন ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি ম্যাক্স ফেয়ারনেস 50 গ্রাম প্যাকের সাথে পাচ্ছেন একটি আকর্ষণীয় ইয়ারফোন ফ্রি।
শাই এবং গুঁড়ো সাবান দিয়ে ঘষা মাজার অত্যাচারে থালা বাসন হয় না, তাদের রক্ষা করতে আছে ভিমবার। মাহির রিপোর্ট।
আজ হবে পরিষ্কার করার আসল পরীক্ষা। নিন ভিমবার, এর 100 লেবুর শক্তি কঠিনতম দাগও তুলে ফেলে সহজে, মাত্র এক ঘষাতেই।
এক ঘষাতেই আমাদের ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার করার জন্য ধন্যবাদ ভীম।
ভিমবার, এক ঘষাতে তেল চর্বি পরিষ্কার। এখন 125 গ্রাম ভিমবারের সাথে একটি স্ক্রাবার ফ্রি। অন্যরকম ফিলিংস। এখন সাজিদ জল দেখায় মাশরাফির মতো হার নামানা হাঁটুর জোর। ক্রিকেট মাঠের সেই আত্মবিশ্বাসে এখন তুমিও চলে ওঠো নতুন করে, কারণ নতুন রবি সংযোগে থাকছে মাত্র 9 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। আরো আছে 29 টাকা স্ক্র্যাচ কার্ডে 112 টাকা সমমূল্যের ইউনিলিভার পণ্য। নতুন সংযোগ কিনতে সাথে নিয়ে আসুন জাতীয় পরিচয়পত্র আর 1 কপি পাসপোর্ট।
Well, Pakistan today playing a superior hand to down Bangladesh by 55 runs. They began so well, crispy beginning, wonderful partnership between Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz. And Bangladesh were at 6s and 7s, just couldn't haul Pakistan in. Pakistan getting a double ton target in the set for Bangladesh. And it was Afridi's day with the ball, with the bat. Right, and Pakistan win this by 55 runs, 201 for 5 Pakistan. In response, Bangladesh blown away for just 146 for the loss of 6. Right, time now to catch up with Tom Moody, who's got Mashraf Murtaza with him.
It certainly was a tough game for you first up. Chasing 200 was always a tough task.
Yeah, obviously, 200 is always difficult. With even in Pakistan, bowling attack is always difficult. I think it was been after 6 overs, it was been like almost impossible. But I think Sakib batted really well. End of the day, we got 150, so it's not bad.
And it appeared that wickets were quite hard to come by, particularly in that first sort of 10 to 12 over mark. Is there anything you'd look to change moving forward into the tournament?
Yeah, obviously, either bat or ball, I think we have to, it's depend, if you ball fast, we'll have to ball always good. I mean, we didn't ball well today, obviously. And also, as I said, that 200 is always difficult to chase, but I think first 6 overs we couldn't get much run that we need to, but again, Pakistan is up to the mark again.
And you're in a pretty tough pool. Your next game is against Australia. What is it you'll focus on over the next few days to get yourself set for that match?
Yeah, I think you can't practice much. I mean, you have to be mentally set up. I think with their batting, it's going to be more harder. Even Bangalore wicket is flat. So I think our bowling group has to come up with some decent plans, I think. And also batting have to be up to the mark.
And how's the fitness of Mushtafizul Rahman? Is he just close to coming into contention for selection?
Yeah, Mustafiz. We're talking about Mustafiz, right? Yeah, he's getting better. Hopefully, we'll be back.
That's good. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. Thank you. I'll now call upon the winning captain, Shahid Afridi. Have another chat to you. Congratulations. You must be thrilled from a team perspective to get off to such a good start.
Well, Alhamdulillah, I think from last 2-3 series, our batsman was a struggle to find some runs, and Alhamdulillah, first 6 over was very important, especially in this format if you're bowling or batting. But I think the batsmen, they really done well. I think credit goes to Mohammad Hafiz, Ahmad Shahzad, they really played well. That was part we missing in the batting, the partnership, and I think these boys done well.
Yeah, I was going to mention Shahzad. He's been out of the side, now back into the side. He's an important man at the top of the order for you, isn't he?
Obviously, openers, they always are very important. They always play a crucial role. And I think Ahmad Shahzad, I think Shakil, he's very good attacking cricketer if he stays there for 5-6 hours. So just I think maybe he's gonna give you on the scoreboard. I think he put 50 or 60 runs for the team. I think as a captain, I'm expecting him a lot that he will perform well, especially in these pitches. They are heaven for a batsman. So I think the batsman lineup, they really done well.
And having the chance to play here at Eden Gardens, your next match is here again at Eden Gardens, and it's a big one against India. So a lot of confidence going into that match.
Yeah, obviously, I don't want to talk about the past, or I don't live in past. I think we should learn from our mistake, what we've done wrong against these guys, and I think no doubt they're playing a good cricket. Last game they lost, and I think we won this game, so our morale are very much high after this game, and I think everyone feels good.
And we've got one question which we always ask the captains. It's called Ask the Captain, and it comes from Dinesh. And he's asking you, what do you enjoy most, batting, bowling, or captaincy?
I think if you captaincy is not an easy job. It's subcontinent captain. I think it's a difficult job. But I think if the team is giving you 100%, I think I'm enjoying captaincy as well. With captaincy, is more responsibility as well. So I'm dealing with that. And I think obviously if you the people, they're expecting some batting and bowling from you, so obviously you're enjoying both that. And on this stage, I'm enjoying both.
Well, congratulations. You are the action man, and you're in the action today, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
And that's all from us down here.
Okay, that's that from the presentation, then from Tom Moody, and also from the captains, a couple of gentlemen alongside me, Attar Ali Khan and Ramesh Raja. The happy man first. Tell me what impressed you most about the way Pakistan went today. Of course, their batting and their body language, and from where they were about 2 weeks back to where they are. It is the big stage, and they delivered the punch with the bat. I mean, I thought the top order was so efficient, so good. And then they had the control when it came to limiting Bangladesh, because once you put 200 on the board, it's going to be tough for any opposition, let alone Bangladesh, who's still trying to prove a point at the world events. But having said that, there were some bright points in their performances as well. Shakib played a good hand, but credit to Pakistan really for lifting the game and batting so purposefully well, which has been their weaker point in so many wonders. Would there have been expectation here, Attar Ali Khan, coming up against Pakistan because of what's gone before? And would that expectation have led somewhat to some complacency, do you think?
The first one is that there would be huge expectation because they did very well in the recent past. I'm not too sure whether they were a little bit complacent, but they will be disappointed because they have played good brand of cricket in the last week or so, especially in the Asia Cup. And coming back here, they had high expectation, huge expectation back home that they will come and do some good. But disappointed with the way they bowled. I thought Tashkeen Ahmed bowled well. He was quite impressive. But look, the amount of runs they gave away in the first 6 overs was incredible. And then the Pakistan putting on 201, it was completely took them out of the game right from the word go. Also the fact that Tamim Iqbal and others getting starts and not converting those 20s into the big ones. If you don't do that, that's going to be difficult to get close to a target, a huge target. So, poor day for Bangladesh.
Okay, yeah, well, let's have a look at this group table, because it's a tough group that this Bangladesh side is in, and all these sides look at this and they look at each other and they know that they're off color on the day, then they can get knocked out, as it were. Which two will come out of there? Well, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, neither am I, Pommy. I mean, it's anybody's guess because that New Zealand win has opened up this group so massively because Indians were favourites to win that one, and now Pakistan downing Bangladesh. It was a 50-50 game for Pakistan today because Bangladesh have handled things so well against Pakistan that, you know, now it's pretty open, that group. And so who knows? I mean, India need to make a comeback for sure. Have you got a preference? I know you want Bangladesh to get through, but as you look at those sides, you think they can?
There is a possibility, every possibility, because